What's up, observers? Sorry. We'll restart that.
No. Keep it going. Let's do it. This is the show.
I counted out 3, 2, 1 way before I needed to, and so then it was longer, and I got really self-conscious about how long of the 3 seconds was supposed to be.
This is a really long pause.
This is going to be a great show.
Wow.
I hope you guys are doing great, listeners. It's episode 30.
30.
Austin, John, Stan here, ready to have fun. Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, we got another fun show for you today. Today maybe is going to be a little bit of an irritating show, a little bit of foreshadowing towards the draft. But we're going to do some Would You Rather, and then we have another birthday quiz.
Hey!
Ooh, birthday!
Producer Amy's birthday was last week, but we didn't have room in the show, Doc, to fit in Producer Amy's birthday quiz, so we're doing it in episode 30.
Woo!
So,
Yeah.
Producer Amy, I hope you're ready to...
So, if you're listening, go wish Producer Amy a happy birthday. Late birthday.
Yeah, late birthday.
But it's still better late than never.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
Anytime. I got your back.
Yeah.
Although I will have texted you. I texted you on your birthday. I'll be the first one.
Foreshadowing.
Midnight. John text 12:01.
Yeah, I'll be up.
You will.
I won't text her happy birthday. Because
Wow.
I'll tell her happy birthday in person as a true friend and fiance.
Do you mean you
my-
already did tell me in person?
What?
Do you mean you already did tell me in person?
Yeah, I did. I did do
My
that.
goal
Because we
on
are...
this birthday quiz is to defeat you.
Yeah.
That would be the funniest thing.
I'm honestly a little bit worried about it.
if Austin doesn't win this birthday quiz, it's going to be a
rough marriage.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to laugh so hard when I win. I mean, I pay attention. I sneak.
Yeah.
John knows things.
John's the smartest person on the podcast.
Sometimes.
Professor Lawler.
Listen from Lawler.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get started with today's show. But before we do, got to mention our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Four Roses Bourbon.
Hey.
I already drank mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Cheers, Stan.
To Amy.
And not John.
And
Yeah.
lifelong health and...
Happiness. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yep.
No. Four Roses Bourbon. We are glad to be sponsored by them. This show, they are the bourbon of choice for all gardeners nationwide. So
Gardeners.
Four Roses. You dummy.
yeah, just learn the taglines of our sponsor, Stan. How hard
you're
is
right,
it?
You're right. I'm sorry.
To learn this. We go over this every show. Every show we have a sponsor, and to get more sponsors, we need to be professional, and we need to have their taglines memorized.
Four Roses. Thorny Bush. You're welcome.
That is a different product.
I don't think I want that product.
That is
Oh, boy.
something else.
That could go down a real dark rabbit hole.
Yep. A real dark rabbit hole.
We don't need to follow
That
that
reminds me of some pre-show podcast content.
Comment down below if you want to see some of this pre-show content.
If you are willing
It
to pay
is.
$1.99 a month on third-party observers, OnlyFans.
Yeah. You keep talking about it. You're going to have to set it up. You know that, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm willing to do the work, though.
It's not that
to
much work.
I
is
was
it?
thinking we need to hire an intern.
Or like
With
maybe
what
the
money?
We
don't make any money, John.
Interns work for free a lot. We need a
Why would anyone want to work for us?
maybe
experience.
maybe our producer would want to set it up and manage it.
Oh,
Maybe.
Amy?
I don't know.
maybe.
Maybe.
It's not like she doesn't do that for a living,
Yeah.
so she knows her stuff. So
She
hang on.
she makes her living on OnlyFans.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
side hustle city.
Yeah.
You might be painting your future wife in poor light.
Nah, she has good lighting.
You're on thin ice, John.
Oh no!
Thin ice.
Oh no! Oh.
All right, well, go ahead and follow us on social media.
The rabbit hole keep getting darker and darker.
Yeah. We okay. Twitter @PartyObservers, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at
Moving
Third
right
Party
along.
Observers. Be sure to follow us on those platforms and don't miss any content. Go to Twitter for our draft and vote. We need your votes.
We need it.
Specifically, me.
Austin needs all the help.
I
he can get.
need
Yeah.
I need help, and I observers. Please
Are you begging?
vote for me.
Are you begging the listeners?
I'll beg. I'm not above it.
Well, you're doing it right now.
Yeah.
I'm not above cheating. I'm not above begging. So, that is where I stand.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Don't go vote for Austin.
He doesn't deserve it. He's a
No.
dirty cheater.
He deserves it.
Sometimes I have not
Sometimes.
cheated at a draft so far.
I
I
don't
don't,
think you-
believe you
you
guys are
can't.
the cheaters in the drafts.
We don't
No,
cheat.
we haven't cheated.
Everything gets approved or doesn't get approved. We might try something that's a little
Shady.
out of bounds.
But
But
if it's
if you say yes, then it works.
yeah, majority rules.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens today. Although today's draft there shouldn't really be any rules because it's most annoying things.
Hey.
So yeah, foreshadowing.
I don't think it's foreshadowing when you just say
If
what
you
it
just
is.
tell them what it is.
No,
Draft is most annoying things. Hashtag foreshadowed.
listen.
Also, is it foreshadowing if you say that you just foreshadowed something?
Yeah. If I learned anything in AP English, that's what foreshadowing means.
You have to tell them that it's foreshadowing happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
hint, turn to page 63 to see what this foreshadows.
Well, we learned on last episode that the Illuminati are not doing their job with encouraging
Keeping
rational
America in
thinking, and so I just really wanted to make it as clear as possible that I was foreshadowing what the draft was
No
going
confusion.
to be. Yeah.
So, is also
Uh,
part of the Illuminati.
Yes.
Would you rather have BO and not know it, or always smell everyone else's BO?
Listen, I'm selfish. I'd rather have BO and not have to smell it and I don't want to smell other people's BO.
Doesn't that already kind of happen though? 'Cause there's a lot of people that I have met, mostly like in high school, like guys that didn't shower enough. Like, you don't necessarily smell your own BO. You might catch a whiff every once in a while.
You're-
Yeah,
must.
and you're like, "Oof, I stink," but
Yeah.
you know what? It's my stink, and I accept it.
Yeah, but a lot of times you just don't really pick up on your own smells because it's just
Yeah, it's
around
your,
you
it's
all
your
the time.
scent.
Smell
So
of Stan.
It kind
It's
of
your
already
musk.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the route I would take as well because whenever there's a gnat flying around my face and
Here, don't move.
I'm about to lose it. When someone else, okay, so I had a friend in high school, a neighborhood friend
Yep.
that was a sweater. I mean, he was
I'm a
he was-
sweaty boy.
He was a thick boy, and but he played a ton of basketball, and so like anytime we would hang out, like we'd go to pick him up. He was always playing basketball, and it didn't take long for him to sweat.
Yeah.
And he smelled and his BO was just
It was awful. Yeah.
And so like then he would get in like my mom's van whenever we were picking him up going to do stuff,
Share it with everyone.
and it was just like we had to
Was this Kenny?
no.
Nah.
You just had to roll the windows. I mean, it was unbearable. So, and I can't live with that for
someone
everybody.
else's BO?
I mean, yeah, it's because when it's someone else's, it's an
But
attack on your senses.
not-
I don't want
yeah.
to smell everyone's. I
Not
want to.
everyone has like a really bad BO.
I don't care. I don't want to smell everyone.
Yeah, same. I don't want to smell everyone
Well,
either.
I don't like it when people think I'm nasty and gross, so I'm gonna smell other people's BO.
I'm close to being married, so I.
Yeah, producer Amy, you want to weigh in on this?
I'd like to not smell anyone's BO.
Yeah, but once we're married, she can't get out. So
Hot box.
Wow,
Hot box for
trapped.
life.
yeah. So she's marrying my BO or she's not.
Oh no!
For
And-
better or worse,
Yeah. Yeah.
Stinky or not.
Should we put that in our vows?
Should put that in the vows.
Yeah.
Smelly BO or not?
Yeah. We'll announce our vows on the podcast.
So romantic.
You're writing your own vows, right?
Yeah, we're gonna lead off with the BO thing.
Yeah, definitely. You have to.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or walk on water?
Breathe underwater
So-
for sure.
Yeah, same.
You can walk on water. Anyone can walk on water.
Nope.
Frozen water. It's called ice.
Some would say you can even skate on it. God.
Okay, so breathing
Bah, bah,
underwater.
boom.
Is definitely cooler.
Well, I don't know if that's definitely cooler, but it's definitely more useful
Yeah.
because you can breathe underwater and you can
And
swim.
Boats exist.
What if,
Yeah.
like, and then can you choose when you want to walk on water? Like,
or
what
do you
if-
always have to walk underwater?
Do you always
We can
walk
never
on water?
enter the water. No more baths. No more swimming pools.
You
Yeah.
just, well, I'm just a
No,
walker.
that's a good question.
That is a good question.
I don't. You can choose. We'll say you can choose.
I'm still
Same
choosing-
with breathing underwater. You can choose whether you want to or not.
I'm still choosing breathing underwater.
I think walk on water would be a cool party trick.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like long term.
Yeah, but I also don't like the ocean. But maybe I would like the ocean more. Well, no. Because you know what? Even if I can breathe underwater, I'm still not top of the food chain
Right.
in the ocean.
Them sharks coming after you.
And yeah.
Just put a shark fin on, and they'll think they'll think you're their
They'll
brother.
be fooled. Yeah. I'm
Put some
going to.
heels on your neck.
Yeah, I will come dressed as the Hamburglar, and they'll think I'm one of their own.
Yeah.
The tiger sharks, anyway.
Yeah.
Because the stripes. Okay, would you rather have free access to all movies or all music that's ever been created?
I know
So,
what you're picking.
do you?
Music.
Oh, I'm choosing movies.
I am also choosing movies.
Well, speaking. Oh, go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, no, you go ahead.
no, I want you to go.
No.
I'm too polite. You
I will
ahead.
go.
No, I would choose movies because I feel like I
Interesting.
basically already have access to all music
For
via Spotify.
$10.90 or $9.99
$9.99 a month.
$9.99 a month.
And
Spotify.
so, did you just fart?
No, that wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Producer Amy.
Someone just farted.
I heard
It sounded like it was coming from over there.
I know. I'd let you know if I farted.
Oh,
it's
so
really hard to tell with the headset on, but I heard a fart-like sound. Anyway, irrelevant to
Where's
the
Luna?
listeners. She's outside. Yeah, no, all movies because I get frustrated when I really want to watch this movie. And then, where can you find it? And so you search Amazon first because Amazon will tell you where else you can watch it.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's $2.99. Do I want to watch it that bad to rent it?
Also, side note,
$3.
isn't it funny how like we refuse to pay like $3 to watch a movie online, but like, oh, if it's like $3 anywhere else, like cash or whatever, who cares? Like, yeah, great,
It's
whatever.
the principle of the thing.
But like, oh, I'm not gonna pay $1.99 for a movie.
Yeah.
But you want to add $1.99 because I want like extra guac and extra meat on my sandwich? Great, do
Yeah.
it.
No, and it's like 2 hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It's worth it, but it's just
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But and then you're just like, I'm not doing it.
Sometimes you watch a movie and you're like, wow, I'm dumber for this.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wasted 2 hours of my life that I'll never get back.
Sad day.
But I still think it's better to have
Yeah.
access to all movies rather than all music
Yeah,
because I already do.
$1.90 or for $9.99 a month, Spotify.
Now, if there was a $10 movie app,
Oh, I'd buy that for sure.
next business venture of third-party observers is creating
a $10 movie app
a $10 movie app.
With
You pay
all the
$10 a
movies.
month.
ever.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that?
Did you just invent Netflix?
Yeah.
About 20 years too late.
but Netflix doesn't have all the movies. HBO doesn't have all the movies. Amazon doesn't have all the movies. Third-party observers has all the movies, and that's the app you'll pay for.
Superior in every way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it cost to obtain a movie, but we did it.
Well, for example,
You know,
Friends, when Netflix had Friends, their contract was over $100 million.
yeah, and you guys won't even
Shit.
let me hire a freaking intern for free, and you wanted to spend $100 million, but we
For
don't
one
want,
show.
But we don't
Listen.
want to hire an intern for nothing.
The people would pay for it. The people would not pay for an intern. The people would pay
I think
for
they,
unlimited
I
access to
think they
movies.
would pay for it. I think our quality of show would go up with an intern.
What did we want an intern for?
I don't really remember.
Oh,
To run
OnlyFans.
the
OnlyFans.
Yeah, to run our OnlyFans. / social media.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we all decided.
Okay, let's
Movies.
do it. Movies.
Okay. Last, would you rather? Would you rather receive? Would you rather receive a full body wax twice a year, or
I thought it was only once a year.
twice a year,
Damn.
or be randomly slapped once a month?
This is so hard.
Wait,
This-
so like, are we talking?
Slapped randomly by a like it could be anybody.
You don't know when it's coming. That's the worst part. You're
Yep.
anticipating, and it happens twice a month. That's
No, once a month.
that's still a lot. 12 times a year.
Yeah.
But a full body wax is
You're just talking neck down, right?
A full
Well, like
body.
your head
wax.
is not your body.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. I don't know. I always thought it was part of my body, but I guess
your
in
head,
this
your head.
scenario, they're not waxing
Well, I'm not
my
trying to
head.
get my like.
Skull waxed,
Yeah.
your eyebrows
Or my
waxed,
eye-
your eyelashes waxed,
Can you imagine getting your facial
your
hair
ears
waxed?
waxed.
Ears wax themselves. Thank you.
Dad
You're jokes.
You're not wrong.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, we'll go head down.
Yeah.
Um,
I think I might go full body wax
You know, none of us are really overly hairy.
because I don't have a lot of hair.
I am pretty hairy.
I mean, OnlyFans subscribers would know that. But
I don't want to. I don't like it.
you know, that may be the way to go. I mean, because first of all, we would become excellent swimmers.
I'll be so aerodynamic.
Yeah.
We'd take off 1/10 of a second on our 400
I'll be so
meter.
much faster.
Yeah.
It really doesn't do that much.
You don't know that.
I used to be a lifeguard. I know things.
Okay.
I
watch-
used to watch
swimmers.
people swim.
Yeah. So I know.
Obviously, my body of knowledge when it comes to swimming is very top notch.
None of us here have ever gotten any kind of waxing done.
I have
assume.
had my eyebrows waxed.
What?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's fine. Didn't hurt.
Okay. Well,
I have not been waxed, but my mom has this death machine.
It murders people.
It is the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life.
is that what it's called? A death machine?
No, it's not called a death machine. It's a death machine because it's so painful that you die. So it's made for, it's basically an electronic waxer. It's got rotating things, this rotating head that pinches together, and it grabs onto your hairs and just rips them out. And she uses it like on her arms and stuff. And I don't know how she handles it, but I was getting a haircut one time, and I have this circular patch of hair right in the middle of my back.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "You want me to take care of that for you?" And I was like, "What do you have in mind?" And she went and got this thing. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll try it." And the second it touched me, it was excruciating pain. I can't describe to you how bad this hurt. Like, it was terrible. It was the worst. But once she started, you can't stop and have like half a patch of hair in your back.
Because
So she did the whole thing, and oh my god, like it. I had to take like 4 breaks for a patch of hair like this big, and she
wow.
does it on her arms regularly.
See, I've waxed a patch of hair on my leg just to see what it is. It's fine. It didn't really hurt that bad.
So my big question I was trying to get to was, how itchy is it when it starts to grow back?
Oh.
Like, you did your eyebrows.
Can't even
You
feel
didn't
it.
even notice.
Well, it
Didn't even
depends on where it is. Like
Leg hair.
like
didn't
leg
really
hair and arm
notice.
hair, I don't think gets itchy.
Wasn't
I don't
itchy
know
at
that
all.
for a fact. But like if you did your armpits or something, and it's like rubbing against each
shit,
other
I
when the
forgot
hair
about-
starts
I
growing
forgot about
back.
my armpits. I do have hairy armpits.
Yeah. Because that's when you start getting movement in there rubbing
Okay.
against each other. That's when it gets itchy.
I think
Interesting.
I think I'd still do it. It'd be fine. Twice a year, I could deal with it.
If someone slaps me, do I have permission
No.
to slap them back? Because it just says someone walks up and slaps me,
I'd say no.
I'll fight him.
Yeah. I mean, I would.
I'll hit an old man. No, I won't do that.
Oh,
But that is
What if it's a
excellent.
he'll kick
It
it.
probably wouldn't hurt as bad.
I thought you were to say I'd kill a child, and I was like, no, I would not. But yeah, I would.
He'd put it so far.
I would wrestle a child.
No, I think I'm still
Suplex.
just go with the full body wax.
That makes the most sense. But
I don't want to get slapped. What if I'm doing something important? Boom, slapped. And
Yeah.
then,
that's the name of the game.
I don't want that to happen.
I'd slap him right back, and that would be the last time that person would slap me. But yeah, it could be anyone. It could come at any moment.
It would be an opportunity to get some anger out.
Yeah.
Also, this doesn't say that you have to wait, every 6 months to get your body waxed. I just do it 2 times right in a row.
But then there's no hair to pull out. The
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, then that would just like rip off your skin, wouldn't it?
I don't know how it works.
Think about your nipples, John.
I think it would be fine.
Can they handle 2 waxings?
I think if there's no hair, it's fine.
Have you seen a 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
Oh, that scene was.
But Steve Carell's
Kelly
hair.
Clarkson.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not.
Is he
hairy.
actually that hairy, or was that like?
Yeah, he's
Probably.
a hairy. I mean, you saw it in The Office too.
Yeah, he's a hairy guy.
When in the office?
When he's getting ready for the fun run,
Yeah.
the rabies race for the cure.
I feel like a lot of older
I think it
white
was
guys
a
are.
little bit longer name.
It
Than
was a
that.
little bit longer though. I can't remember.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of older white guys are really hairy, for some reason, or just older people in general are hairy.
Sure. I've seen a lot of old bodies, but
Michael Scott's Dunder Mifflin Scranton Meredith Palmer Memorial Celebrity Rabies Awareness Fun Run Pro-Am Race for the Cure.
for the cure.
For the cure.
Okay, well, yeah, so we have our answers there. And now it's time for us to sing happy birthday to Amy. No. But it is time for Amy
to you.
to
Shut up,
quiz
Stan.
us and see how well her fiance knows
All right,
her.
time
Yeah.
to prove
And
I'm
her
a better
fiance's
friend.
close friends.
Yeah.
That's
God,
what
I
this
hope I
quiz
win.
is really about. It's just to test our relationship.
I'm ready to run the boat on this thing.
What?
I don't,
Run the boat?
run the table. Yeah, boat. I don't know why
I'm
boat.
ready
came
to
up-
run the boat aground.
You don't need the boat. You can walk on water.
No, he chose
I chose the
breathe.
wrong one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I do need
Producer
both.
Amy. How many questions we got?
We got 5 questions.
5 questions.
5 questions.
Okay. I'm ready.
Same.
You're
I'm
all
not
ready.
Okay, now I'm ready.
Great. All right. Question number 1 is, how do I take my coffee?
Black.
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 Stan's strategy is just going to be to answer last on all of these. See, this is why I thought we should have the whiteboard.
Yeah.
We should have.
Yeah.
We should do it 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we should. It just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did know that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tend to do that even when we say we're going to do 1, 2, 3. You just get excited and you answer.
Yeah.
It's not the first time it's happened.
I have another story. Probably not time for this podcast, but some of my employees are getting annoyed with me. But maybe I'll save it for after this quiz.
Yeah, that one was kind of a softball because I'm drinking coffee right now, and it was black. All right, question number 2. Who is my number 1 celebrity crush?
Oh. I know.
Yep, I know it.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Jake
Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal.
What did you say?
Chris Pratt.
Chris
No,
Pratt.
it's
That's
Gyllenhaal.
Right. It's Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
I'm going to get 0 of these right.
You got black coffee.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you did.
Good job, Stan. So proud of
Is
you.
that what you would have said?
Yes.
Damn, I can't type. My fingers are doing weird things. All right.
All right, question number 3. What country is at the top of my travel bucket list?
Got it.
Okay. I think I've got it.
Ready? Stan, you ready for an answer?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
New
Greece.
Zealand.
Poland. What a choice.
I have no idea. What is it? Greenland?
I said Greece.
Yeah, it's Greece.
Okay, I said New Zealand, but that's because I
John's pulling it.
I keep thinking that you've been to Greece.
No.
With,
No, she sure hasn't.
With your archaeological digs and stuff.
That's
why she
all
wants
of
to
your
go.
history.
We just talked about this last night.
She
Yeah, well, you know I don't
Greek,
listen.
Greek history for Greek art history or something.
Yeah. Wow,
All
John.
right. Well,
What was that, John?
But, I mean, New Zealand is second.
But it's not first,
It's not
which I
first.
knew.
Poland's a close third.
Right.
Yeah.
Followed closely
Warsaw.
by Poland.
yeah, war-torn Poland.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4.
Question 4. What was my college major?
Wait, which one?
Easy.
Yeah.
Undergrad.
Okay.
Major. I mean, not...
All right. I think I
This
know.
is less easy now that I'm thinking about it.
I have no idea.
Okay. Are we ready? You all
3.
have a guess?
Yeah, sure.
3, 2, 1.
Art
History.
Marketing.
It's just history, right?
History.
Just history, not art history,
I thought it was
Correct.
which is the
history.
mistake I've made before. But
Yeah.
I've learned from my ways, and I
Wow.
knew that it was just history.
Yeah,
So smart.
I couldn't decide if it was history or art history, but
Number one fiance right here.
only fiance. So
we're
it looks
back
like we're
tied.
tied back up.
Stan's
Yeah.
bringing up the rear.
What did you say it was?
Marketing.
Oh no.
I mean, a solid guess.
Yeah, because that's what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Should
For
I?
this podcast, of course.
Yeah. Should I
Right.
tank
No
this?
other job.
You want me to tank this?
No, I want you to beat me. Well, I don't want you to beat me, but
Beat him, John. Beat him.
If John wins, do I have to marry John?
Oh
Yes.
no.
that's
Yes.
for you to decide.
I'm tanking. I'm just kidding.
Ouch.
Wow. Ouch.
I'd be honored,
Thanks,
Producer
John.
Amy rejected.
but then like I wouldn't want to. It'd be too awkward. That's why I have to tank.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready for the last question?
Yes.
So ready.
What is my middle name?
Oh, easy. Got it. Knew that. So fast.
I'm ready.
Wow.
Okay. I do not know.
All right. Well, I know, so I'll let you guys go first, and then I'll say the correct answer.
Lynn.
Grace.
Beth.
Yeah. It's Beth.
You know why I
Three
know?
very common white girl middle names.
Yeah, I mean, so she and my mom actually share the same middle name, which is how I remember it.
Well,
I
good
have a
job,
friend named
Austin.
Amy
You
Lynn.
won the
Yeah.
Amy draft.
I know producer Amy the best.
Wow.
Good job.
Completely unsuspected, but I
And
can.
Stan knows what kind of coffee she takes.
Yeah.
When he answers third.
All right. Well, thank you, producer Amy,
that's
for participating in the birthday quiz.
Yeah. Happy to be here.
Oh.
I hope that you had a excellent birthday.
I did. One for the books.
One.
Oh goodness.
One of my fondest memories.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm so proud I could be a part of it.
Unrelated to producer Amy birthday quiz, our draft is the most annoying things.
And Amy should not make that list. She didn't make my list.
She didn't make my list either. Stan?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Backspace, backspace, backspace.
so Stan has the first pick.
I sure
in this
do.
draft.
I
If you
have
pick,
not
if
thought-
you pick Amy right now,
That would be.
I might pay for your lunch.
Wow, really?
That seems worth it.
I said I might though.
I think you should
What's
shake
more
on
important, food or winning? I don't know, man.
it. I mean, honestly, I would say food. There's nothing riding on the draft.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say food or the friendship with Amy, but that obviously is my concern.
Friendship ruined already.
Yeah, birds are flying here, and
I love you, Amy.
all right, Stan, first pick.
Okay, so I have put no thought into which one of these I want to pick first because, like we said, I don't know what you guys find obnoxious. So I feel like there's some pretty common ones in here,
Maybe.
and I don't know what to go with first. So
Follow your heart.
I'm gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna start with bad drivers.
Okay.
Ooh, can you be
Bad
more specific? Because there are things.
I have like a list of things.
Like name a thing.
Well,
What's the most annoying thing?
Yeah.
Habit.
Okay,
Because
so
I think there are several
going-
things you could choose
I think
from
the
road.
most infuriating thing is on a single lane highway when someone's going at less than the speed limit.
Slow drivers.
slow
slow
driver.
drivers.
Yep. Great pick.
That you can't
Yeah.
go around easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to producer Amy. I can say this is probably the most frustrating thing that producer Amy gets
Oh.
annoyed by
You
on
are
the road.
the slow driver.
You are a slow driver.
No, I'm talking about when she's. Yeah, I am a slow driver, but when she's driving, she gets annoyed by people all the time who are driving slow. Even sometimes when they're not in the fast lane, and she's behind them, she gets really annoyed.
So there is a fast lane and someone's going slow in the
I mean,
slow
but
lane.
sometimes you can't get over because there's
The
it's
other
busy
cars,
on the
yeah.
fast lane. But yeah, no,
It is
especially
obnoxious.
It is.
Yeah.
It's an understandable thing to be annoyed by.
yeah. And I mean, there are several things in driving wise that you can be annoyed by. But I wanted to take this opportunity to draft something.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. the thing that I think probably everybody universally agrees with is super annoying is telemarketers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nice.
People calling you all the time, trying to. I mean, you get all those spam calls. Thankfully, it's not as annoying.
Well, my
Currently-
phone like
Yeah, it'll
cancels-
say like spam risk.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
But now they've moved on. You're probably about to say this.
Nope.
Moved on to texting.
Oh.
Spam texts.
You have AT&T, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Well,
At least like
mine blocks it out.
2 a week.
yeah.
It's
I
the
get
worst.
I got a text this morning that was like, "Hey, I'm single. You want to hook up?"
Yeah.
And I replied to that girl, and I
Don't
said,
don't reply.
No,
That's
no I didn't
that's
reply.
okay. I replied one time, like the first time it happened. There's a group text.
said-
It was an anonymous number,
Yeah.
and it said something like that. And I was like,
Stan texted
"Did
his
you really
address.
just try to like send a spam
Yeah.
to a group text?" And that's all I said. Trying to. Be
And
like,
then they spammed
You're an
you.
idiot. And then I think that's why I get more texts because they know it's an actual phone number.
No, it's something with AT&T right now is that like
Just everyone
everyone
gets
is
it?
getting. I mean, my parents are getting it, but there was one time that I got one that was like looking for good sax.
We
As
need a
a-
smooth jazz player.
Yeah, and I really was tempted to just like send them some kind of like advertisement for like where they could get saxophone lessons.
That would be so funny.
Or like where they could buy a good saxophone. Because
So you-
I mean, I don't know, the arts are dying,
Yeah.
and I really wanted to help this person out. But then I
That's
was like,
awfully thoughtful of you.
I saw through the scam, and I resisted the temptation
Good
to click
job.
on that link
Good job.
to learn about saxophones. So, yeah, telemarketers, they're creative, but God, are they annoying.
That's a really good one. I'm gonna go with people chewing with their mouth open. How that's super annoying.
Yeah.
When you're out at dinner and yeah.
Yeah, that is annoying. I can see why you would be annoyed with that, as well as all the people who just had to listen to it.
Listen, go vote for John.
John's goal with this draft is going to be to annoy people while they listen to it, so then they're driven to vote.
To vote for him. Or that'll probably backfire because they got so annoyed that they don't want to vote for him.
Fingers crossed.
Knock on wood.
Listen, next thing I'm taking is talking on speakerphone while in public.
Ooh.
It
Yeah.
is the most obnoxious thing ever. I don't want to hear your conversation.
Yeah, so speakerphone in public is super annoying. However, and this is not to go against your draft, I've learned as I've gotten older how much I prefer speakerphone more than like putting the phone up to my ear.
Oh, yeah.
When you're at home, fine, that's great.
Yeah.
Do it. But when you're out in public space,
Yeah, if you're in Lowe's,
no.
no. If you're in Target, no. If you're anywhere
Other
where
than
there's
you?
other people around,
Yeah.
no. Unless the other people can also engage in the same conversation,
Right.
in which case I have. Because that's an open opportunity. It's speakerphone. It's open to the public.
Right.
I'm willing to engage in that conversation.
What if it's an interesting conversation?
Yeah,
And you're
you
just like,
engage.
I want to listen to this.
Yeah,
This is spicy.
yeah. They're talking and they're like, what is the best lawnmower? I'm like, oh, that's the Ego over there. Like, that's the one you want to get. Yeah. No, I think that was an excellent pick. Speakerphone in public. That was high on my list. The next thing that I'm going to draft, it's similar to telemarketers, but it's a little bit different because it's not just people trying to sell you stuff, but it's people who knock on my front door.
Any person?
I mean,
Friend or foe?
so
You told that story about the homeless person on the podcast?
I think so. Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so it used to be common. People would come up to your door and, can I have a cup of sugar? That was the whole thing. Now when people come to your door, it's like,
Security system armed.
yeah, who is it? Why are they here? What are they trying to sell me?
Let me pull up my front door camera. Get out of my house.
Yeah, I mean, the only people who should ever come to my house are people who have been invited. And anyone who knocks on the door has not been invited because anyone's been invited knows that they just come right in.
Yeah.
Luckily, the people that knock on the door do
No,
not come right in.
Yeah.
This is the next telemarketer strategy. Just start walking into people's houses.
Yeah.
I need to sell you a
walk
vacuum.
in the house. You put the item in my hand.
You steal
Yeah.
the cash.
That is the next step of Amazon, is to just literally come in the house, set up my whatever I bought, how I want it.
I saw a video this week of an Amazon driver delivering packages in the midst of like a tornado just happened and knocked over a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
And he was still
He was
delivering
just-
the packages.
It was like nothing stops Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
No,
Crazy.
okay. So the story that John was referring to, the three of us, me, John, producer Amy, were watching television.
Yep.
As we tend to do, one night, and so the way my house is set up, well, one, my doorbell doesn't ring, which is why I have a doormat that says "doorbell doesn't ring, yell ding dong." But
Has anyone ever yelled ding dong?
yeah, a few people actually, but not this person. This person was kind of knocking on the sunroom door.
And we kind of heard it. But
Kind of heard it. It was dark outside, and so like
But Luna for sure heard it.
yeah. Guard dog was like high alert,
On the ball.
on the ball. Why I got her. And
Not,
then
not companionship.
yeah, so I'm like, oh, weird. Like someone's here late, and that's unexpected. So I get up, I go to the front door of the house because I'm not opening the front door. Like,
Yeah.
this is obviously a person. I don't know them, a stranger. My mom told me not to talk to strangers, and this person's here.
Did they have candy?
No, but they had 3 bags with them.
Full of candy.
They had like
3 duffel
a
bags.
big purse, and then like a backpack and like another bag, and clearly homeless. But she like at first, like when she's knocking, she sticks her head through the door, and I get up. By the time I get up and get to the front door, she is in my sunroom. That's not okay. So I'm like trying to talk to her through the other door because you open it, things could happen, and her response is, "Can I use your bathroom?" And I was kind of loud. I mean, because Luna was barking up a storm, and I couldn't really hear her. And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Can I use your bathroom?" And I just like stood there, and I was like, "No." And then
Austin only wants to help the less fortunate 9 to 5.
yeah,
It was 6:15.
Yeah.
I was a little bit worried about homeless Dave's situation, where I let them into my bathroom, and then
They just keep coming back.
they
Well, no, they do something gross in there.
yeah, and they don't leave.
Squatters' rights, man.
But it was, so then she got upset, and she did turn around and leave.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
Uh,
nothing happened.
but
John
it was,
didn't have to get involved.
It was really weird. I mean,
That is a little strange.
to walk up to someone's house and ask them to use the bathroom.
I wonder if that happens often.
I did watch her to make sure she didn't use the bathroom in my
In the
lawn,
yard?
Yeah.
because
I would have.
That
If
would
I,
be
yeah,
homeless.
if I had been
That would be
denied,
freaking hilarious.
but like CVS is just down the street, like it's not far, and CVS
Yeah.
would have been open.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know what their bathroom policy is.
Open to all homeless.
Well, I mean, the Target is also right down the street.
Yeah, but she was going that way, so I don't know. But it was still weird. But anyone who knocks on my door, I'm like, they're trying to sell me something. Get out! I don't want it. I'm not going to buy anything from someone at the door because I feel like it's shady.
You should mount a Nerf gun. Trigger activated on your phone. You push a button and it shoots the person at the front door.
I feel like
Deterrent.
a water gun would be more.
Lasers.
That's good. That's good. Lasers. Blind them.
Burn them.
Sharks with freaking laser beams on them.
All right, Stan. We heard that whole slow story, so now we got you.
Yeah.
we got-
Austin is notoriously slow at stories.
Yeah, you got to build it.
Okay. What do I want?
You have slow drivers so far, is what you've
I do.
drafted.
I do have slow drivers.
You won't draft slow storytellers.
I might. I might do that. No, okay. So I think this is something that plagues everyone. And there are a few solutions. It is related to number 2.
Ooh, okay, I'm excited.
Okay, so there are a few solutions to this, but not everyone knows about them. But when it happens, it is the most obnoxious, obtrusive
The suspense
thing.
is killing me.
Poop splash. When
so
you
like-
poop and it goes in the water
And the
just
water
right,
splashes up in your butthole.
every once in a while, it makes it right back up straight into your butthole, and it's the most. It's the weirdest feeling thing. It's cold.
You would
it's
not like
very
it.
unpleasant.
You would not like
A bidet.
A bidet.
No, I would not. Not one
I'm
bit.
pretty curious.
I've
I'm
been
honest,
thinking about buying a bidet.
I'm pretty curious about it.
I mean, I would try a bidet, and I
Yeah.
feel like, well, because most of them are warm water,
I don't
right?
know.
No,
It's
it
toilet
just
water.
hooks up to your toilet system. And
No,
so,
I think they're warm. I think they're
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how
I
it
don't
works.
think so, bud.
I don't want cold water up there. I don't like it.
Because it's just an attachment that goes onto your toilet,
Yeah.
but it hooks
Some
into
of
the
I know
the water
some of
line.
them are heated.
Well, not
You would
the
have to
one
get
that I
hot
would
water
buy.
to it
Not the
somehow.
one you can buy at Amazon.
Anyway, regardless, if you get, and the worst part is that it's unexpected. With
Yeah.
a bidet, you push a button, you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, you're prepared.
With poop
You're puckered
splash,
a little
it's
bit.
just like you're wide open, you're pushing out, and it's just.
Yeah,
And it's not.
It
it's
feels
terrible.
invasive.
Yes, very invasive. Oh man.
Check out our OnlyFans page.
Oh no. Oh man.
No, I wouldn't say that it was the most annoying thing as it is the most uncomfortable
It's
thing.
very uncomfortable. and
Unexpected.
thus annoying. Yeah, it's very annoying.
Butthole obtrusion. You know, things that you're not expecting to enter that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
an exit only tube.
It is. It is.
And
I like
yeah.
how you just wrote poop splash.
Well, that's
Well, that's
it
what he
is.
dropped it.
And everybody's going to know what that means.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
really
how
one of
how are you
them
gonna
here.
follow up poop splash?
See, I was afraid that one of you was going to take that. And that's why I picked it so
It
early.
was never even on my list.
I wasn't sure, okay? It's really obnoxious.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm crying. Okay. There's no way to follow that up.
What are you doing over here?
I don't know. I'm just
Are you,
He's
are you
making
nervous?
Sure he's ready for OnlyFans.
All right.
prepping myself.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, what's one of the great things you got to do in life? You got to go out to a restaurant, eat food. It's great. You don't have to cook it. You just show up, pay some money. They serve you food.
That's how restaurants work.
Most of the time, you have some leftover food. You bring it home with you. You put it in the fridge. When you go back to the fridge and that leftover food is gone, someone else has eaten your leftovers. I go into a blind rage.
I've never had that happen to me.
How often
so
are you?
upset.
You've definitely had it happen to you because I've done it to you.
That I haven't noticed.
But okay, so and,
That's real mean.
well, normally it's because John, you're quite forgetful about food
You
that
just
is in the
forget you
fridge.
have the leftovers?
Yeah, John puts things in there, and then sometimes he's just not the most observant person, and
Yeah.
he loses track of it.
Yeah.
And so I have an internal timer,
Yeah.
and like after 3 days, John has forgotten about it. It's free game,
Yeah.
and then I eat it.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes he has taken notice of it, and sometimes he is not. But I really feel like that should be standard roommate agreement.
Yeah.
That after 3 days, if like I brought home leftovers and I have not
free
eaten
game.
it, it's free because
That's fair.
pretty
That's fair.
soon it needs to be thrown out.
Yeah. It
And
can't be
I
in
don't
there
want to
for
waste food.
much
I mean, I
longer
work
than
at a food bank.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste food. I'm going to eat it.
So, I have a confession to make to my college roommate. I developed a system in college. I didn't develop a system. I would, when we went to get like Chinese food or like he would bring home more leftovers than me. And so when he wasn't home, sometimes I'd go into the fridge and I'd just take one piece of chicken.
Just
Not
a little
enough-
off the top.
Not
you know?
enough to be noticeable. And he probably noticed, let's be real. But I would just take a little bit. I wasn't too greedy. I just wanted a little taste. And it was delicious.
See, where I thought you were going with the leftover thing is leaving the leftovers at the restaurant.
Oh,
'Cause that is more
No,
annoying
because
to
you
me.
bring them home and you have the
Well, I
expectation.
know,
that you're
but I'm
gonna
just
eat
saying,
'em.
like, when you just accidentally leave the box on the table when you get up.
Now
I
that-
do that more often than I
Yeah.
feel like.
The opposite thing of that is when people come over to your house and forget their leftovers in your fridge.
That's
which
a,
happened.
that's a
That's the
great
best
thing.
thing.
That's the great thing.
That's why
Amy
John and
did
I
that.
like to host parties
You get lots of food. I left a pie at your
or
house
beer.
last week.
Yeah, it's still,
Still in there.
I guess it wasn't a good pie.
No,
I just don't eat
it
pie
tastes
very often.
fine, but like I try not to eat too many desserts.
Yeah, producer Amy left some mac and cheese in my fridge, and it was delicious.
What? When?
Yeah, when
Last time you guys came to record podcast at my house,
when did we?
we went to Louis. She got mac and cheese, and
I don't remember that. She does that a lot here. She leaves
Yeah.
leftovers here, and they're
never
never
sees
here
them
when
again.
she gets back. But I mean, I think she fully expects that.
Yes.
You know, if she leaves it here, she expects me to take care of it.
No, what I should have done was saved it for like a month until she came to my house again and be like,
And then
hey,
forced
you
her to
forgot
eat
your
it?
mac and cheese.
There's some additional protein.
I saved it for you.
Yeah. Okay, so it's back to me. I've got so far all of my annoying things are people. Because it's telemarketers and people who come to my door. I'm going to follow that up. Do I want to keep going with people? No. You know what? I'm going to go with something that's been bothering me while recording podcasts. It's gnats. And gnats are super, like they're only prevalent in the summer. But they, like, to me, they're worse than flies and they're worse than mosquitoes because they're always right here in your field of, we can see it flying around now.
Yep.
They're in your field of view. They'll get in your ear and they're like, zzz, and then you swat at it and you never get it. You can't catch a gnat except with red wine vinegar, which I've done successfully. But
Yeah, there's a disgusting cup on your counter.
no, it's not. It's not there anymore. I emptied it.
I found it last time I was here. And
Yeah, there
it
was like 15 gnats dead inside of it.
Unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
At least it was covered.
Yeah. But gnats, they're in your face all the time, and there's so many of them.
Breed like flies.
Yeah. Hey, flies are annoying too. Mosquitoes are annoying. They could all be drafted. Insects are annoying. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Why? Why are they here?
Well, bees are good.
Pollinators are good. Bees, ladybugs. Ladybugs are pollinators, right?
Hummingbirds.
Honestly, don't know. Well,
Those are
hummingbirds aren't
birds.
bugs.
Birds are gross. Birds are my next pick.
I'll let
How
have
can you
it.
pick birds? Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real?
Yeah, they're government drones.
That is a revelation.
Okay.
You've never seen people talk about how birds aren't real?
No, I remember in the Hunger Games how they had a bird that was
A robot.
not real.
Yeah,
But
the
that's
government spying on us
okay.
with birds.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's-
birds have been around a lot longer than government, so
No, there's always
or
been
maybe
birds.
the history has just been
aliens.
okay.
Aliens are watching us through birds.
This podcast is
It's going down
all
real
over the
fast.
place. John, please
Yeah.
save us.
Okay, so for
This
my
is the longest draft.
next two picks,
Yeah, we are way over 45 minutes.
yeah,
Whoops.
this is annoying, and I get annoyed when I do it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's being late to things.
Mm.
I, especially like going to work and stuff. Like when people are late to work, it's really annoying.
And you're never late to work
I'm
because
never-
you leave like an hour before you're supposed to get there.
Well, I'm
An hour?
no. I mean,
yeah, he's supposed to be. Don't say no.
I supposed to
You-
be there around 9:30 ish. I usually get there
Your
around
shift
9.
starts at 10.
I usually get there
At 9:30 because you leave around 9:10. I know your schedule, John.
I know that because you always have to get off Warzone in time to leave for work.
Yeah.
And that's about the time it happens.
Yeah.
Listen, I like to
But
be
your
early.
shift starts at 10.
I like to be early.
Yeah.
Just so I can get my ready and
Get my ready.
I can get ready for the day, and
Yeah.
I just like to
Carpe diem, you know?
Yeah.
I get it. And I mean, that plays into your draft of not being late.
Yeah.
But
And when I am late, I am annoyed at myself. But when people are late
Yeah.
for things, like be there on time, be respectful. It's real annoying.
you know, when John is late to something, you can usually guess it's one of three reasons as to why John is late. One, he has fallen asleep doing, watching TV or something. He's just laying on the couch and he's fallen asleep. That's why he's late. Two, he got sidetracked with time. He's making dinner. Dinner took longer than
Expected.
normal. Three, I don't remember the third reason, but there is generally a third reason.
I'm trying to think. I don't know the third reason.
We talked about it recently, but okay, there are two reasons as to why John
Is always late.
normally late if he's late.
Yeah.
But those are the three.
Yeah.
I guess the third is he underestimated how long it took to arrive to the location.
Yeah.
Your fourth pick.
Fourth pick. I think we can all agree this is annoying, but it's people that cut in line.
Yeah, we
We've
ranted about this.
We've ranted about it, and it is annoying.
Yeah, and the ones that like try to justify it by like, oh, my friend's in line. I have to go hang out with my friend.
Well,
Well, make your friend go to the back of the line with you if
Yeah.
you want to hang out with
Yeah.
them. You don't belong there.
Right.
Yeah, no, that barbecue and blues festival in Bixby still haunts my soul. Okay, so I've got telemarketers, people who knock on doors, and gnats. Really, it's all the same thing. Those three, I would
Are
say,
they?
telemarketers and people who knock on doors are gnats.
Fly on the wall.
They're pests in my face, and I don't like it. So I'm going to go a little bit different.
Austin hates people.
There is a few others that I am not the biggest people person. There is another people group that I would like to draft, but I don't want to make it all people. Instead, I want to do it something different. And that is when commercials are louder than the show or movie that you're watching. So you're watching a show, you're like, all right, this is a perfect volume.
Yep.
And then the ad comes in and it's like, hello,
God, that was
buy my
obnoxious.
car. That is,
You're
yeah.
blowing out the listener speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners.
Yeah. And isn't that annoying? And that's what the advertisers do to everybody whenever they cut from the show to whatever it is. And,
I would have just said advertisements in general.
well, advertisements are annoying, but they're I mean, how it's been the
No,
thing for
you
the
can
last
pay-
60 years.
You can pay money to not have advertisements. I would pay the money not to do it.
Do you?
I don't have any services that
Hulu?
I do have Hulu, but I don't think they offer the bundle that I'm in. I don't think they offer.
Yeah. So the point being, the only thing that you pay for to not have ads is Spotify.
Yeah,
So anyway,
Don't you have Disney Plus?
yeah, doesn't have ads.
no, my draft, the last annoying thing I wanted to draft, I wanted to get, and really this stems from my father also agrees with this. This has been a long grievance of his, is that like there should be a button on the remote that allows you to just quickly change the volume, not mute it, but just a different volume setting. Loud noises. Cool. All right.
Loud noises.
Stan, you've got slow drivers, poop slash someone eating your leftovers, and what is your final pick?
I think I've got this draft in the bag.
Definitely happened in the toilet.
Oh man, I'm struggling with this last one.
No, there's so many options.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of options, yes, but let's see.
This is close to an hour-long episode, by the way.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
It's
great
because your
episode to
damn
be-
story took 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay, so what's one of the worst things? And I'm not picking this. One of the worst things is going to a store and being like, "Oh, there's a parking spot," and then you go to pull in it, and there's
it's
like
a
a
dumb
Fiat
motorcycle.
or something, or a
Oh,
motorcycle.
okay.
Yeah, a small car, small vehicle. What's even worse is when someone didn't put up their shopping cart and they left it in the space. Because
Wow.
I'm not
okay.
going to get out of the car to move
Yeah,
that.
right.
But it's worse because this asshole
Yeah.
left their shopping cart because they couldn't be bothered to return it like any decent human being. And they left it there. And I'm going to miss out on the spot because I'm not getting out of my car and leaving my car to move the shopping cart. So I missed out on the parking spot. And it's because of someone else's negligence. They're just the worst. The
See,
worst kind of
I
human.
thought you were going to say people who like park so badly that they take up 2 spots.
That's terrible too.
That
Oh, that is annoying.
I could have a whole draft about the road.
Yes.
And the people
Yeah.
like, okay, big trucks. First of all, I would say 85% of people driving large trucks have zero need for it.
I have every need. For
Like
it.
big lifted trucks.
Just
People-
big trucks in general.
Yeah.
Like
what's a big truck? Like bigger than an F1, like an F-150 or 1500?
yeah, with a like lift kit on it and big tires, and
Lift
they're
kits are
just
just to look cool. They're not there for need.
Well,
Well-
they do make like sometimes you have to modify your suspension to pull a bigger, heavier load. But most people
Yeah.
are not doing it for that reason.
yeah, they're doing it because
peanuts.
I live in Oakland.
Yes, definitely. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. The reason is they
Sorry.
had
They're compensating for something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, loud vehicles. Another that
I
God,
heard one last
if
night.
I had even thought about that before this podcast, that would have probably been my 101 because motorcycles and diesel trucks
Mm.
and
Oh, like the ones that roll coal and blast out black smoke
Yeah.
in your face?
or stupid little Honda Civics that someone
have really loud
modified
mufflers. Yeah.
to
Modified
make
mufflers.
those. If
It's so pointless.
okay, this is going back to several podcasts, but if I had a superpower where I could blow up a car and the person
You
inside
would
of it
kill the person because they have a loud car?
without a hesitation.
And you got mad at me for bringing a gun to a bank robbery.
Listen, I'm not murdering anybody. So the one good person on this podcast,
Okay.
John Waller,
That is my.
He was
that is
arguably the
probably
worst person.
that is probably my biggest grievance towards society is that those things even exist. Things to make your car louder. If anything, build something to make your car quieter,
Yeah.
so that no one has to know that your presence is there.
but then you could. How are the blind people that are gonna get hit so many times?
Blind people don't drive, John.
When they're crossing the crosswalk, you idiot.
Well, listen, if a person is bad enough as a driver that they're just hitting people in the street, I don't think the loud
Shouldn't have a license.
It's not on the blind person; it's on the driver.
Listen, that's what happened in like electric cars. Like they were people.
They were hitting blind people, and that's why they're not as prevalent.
They were
At-
prejudiced
at
against
the
blind
beginning.
people.
Blind people were getting hit because I couldn't hear them.
They were trying to purge the world of blind people. That's Elon Musk's real goal with Tesla, is to,
No, like I'm being real. This was
to
a,
kill all the blind people.
this was a real thing.
Yeah,
This was a real thing.
guys. I have a few others on my draft. Blinkers. People not using blinkers and not turning off their blinkers, like they're just driving down the highway with their blinkers on and they're not shifting.
Have you seen the episode of The Office where Dwight turns his left blinker on and then turns right and he's trying to like evade
Yeah.
somebody? Okay, that happened to me last night. I was on the highway and someone turned their left blinker on and got into the right lane and I was like, "What are you doing?"
Was it Dwight?
No, it was some
Was it
Chevy
a
Equinox
Trans Am?
or something. It was no.
Middle school boys was also on my list. That was the thing I was like the other people group I was going to draft instead because they're just so obnoxious.
I had a couple of people groups.
I mean, children in general are
I had
obnoxious.
kids crying and
Oh.
politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of the most annoying people groups there ever were.
We
Yeah.
should have just made this an 8-round draft.
We
Yeah.
should have. I could have kept going.
Oh, same. I had so
Um,
many.
Yeah, one of mine was group text when you're busy. Your phone just keeps buzzing and buzzing and buzzing.
Yeah.
Running is terrible.
Running is
But
terrible.
you do it.
Have you ever had? I do it. Have
you
you ever
do
had?
do.
I said do. We're children.
Let's see if we can make this a 2-hour-long podcast.
we probably could. Have you guys ever been eating like a tortilla wrap, sandwich wrap or something, and the piece of tortilla gets stuck on the top of your mouth?
Yeah.
You
Oh.
kind of took a little bit of a bigger bite, so you can't get your tongue up there to like pull it off, and then it's just like stuck there, and you feel like you're choking.
Never had that problem.
That's never happened to you?
No.
You know,
Well,
Superior
I guess
eater.
I just have a hard time eating tortillas.
One of the
because-
things-
I thought you were gonna say
It doesn't
with
happen to me all the
a
time.
wrap that it like starts to come undone at the bottom and then it starts to all
or
fall
like
out.
when your hot dog bun splits.
Oh,
God, that's
Oh.
annoying.
how can we're so far as we've come so far as a society?
oh,
Why have
no.
we not designed a better
Hot dog bun.
transportation vehicle for a hot dog? And to my sister.
If you're not watching the YouTube version of this video, you need to switch over right now.
Any people good with Photoshop? Guys.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, hard taco shells would be also added to the list of just like inefficient vehicle delivery systems. Inefficient food delivery systems, not vehicle delivery systems.
I want a car to drive a taco to my mouth.
Yeah, yeah. Amazon.
Amazon will
Guys,
deliver the taco
we-
and feed it to me.
Yeah. Chew the food.
Yeah. I need
All right.
someone just to move my jaw
Yeah.
up and down.
All right, we need to end this episode.
No, one last thing that I did not get to say. People not using the proper phonetic alphabet, one of the most obnoxious things ever.
Like what? What do you mean?
Yeah, so you're like
Alpha, Bravo,
Charlie, Delta.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
they just make up their own like Apple.
Fred.
Brad.
Yeah. I'm like,
Carlos.
Mike.
learn the
Daniel.
damn
Actually.
thing. It's not hard.
It's not that hard.
I don't know it. And that's going to do it for this episode of Third Party Observers. Tune in next week for another fantastic show.
Thanks for
See
sticking
ya.
around this long.
See ya.
Until next time.